Paul, a win this afternoon at Pride Park Stadium, your third in the row in the league. How do you feel after that?
Yeah, really pleased. Really pleased. I was pleased with the performance. At first half, we had moments of good play, but the final third entries were poor. So, and there was, a few players responsible for that. And no one intends to be rubbish in the final third. That's the fun part. So we got in good positions, but didn't really force anything out of their goalkeeper, in fairness. We limited them to very little, apart from a shot that hit the post. On another day, it drops in and you're like, bleh. But generally, I thought first half was pretty close. And then second half, which for those who, and obviously you were one of them, we changed our shape at half time because I just felt we needed someone up with Colo, a bit of threat, and obviously Nat's a brilliant threat. So we went to a back three with wing backs, and then we got a goal, and we could have had a few more. And in fairness, if you don't get the second goal in football at any level, it can always bite you. And fortunately today, it didn't. And a winner for everyone who stayed in the stadium. You thoroughly deserve that for keeping the team going. And like Tyrese came on, was brilliant. And yeah, just leave really pleased with the lads. I'm not as cheesy enough to say, although I have to them, that I'm not sure last year would have dug it out. But you've got to win football games in different ways. You sometimes have to roll your sleeves up. Sometimes you can outplay teams. But to concede so late on in a game that we should have won, to come back and score is, it feels like 6 points. It's a right boost for the lads, and I'm really proud of them.
So often you see teams get an equaliser and then go on and win it. I mean, you did it at Port Vale last year.
Oh, good days.
How pleased were you that it went the other way today? You conceded and you reacted.
Yeah, obviously really pleased. I mean, I don't jump around like a lunatic much, but I did when it went in. I was mainly because at the time when T picked it up, I was going, just give it to Nat. I just knew Nat was having one of them games where he was like untouchable. Just give it to Nat. Why aren't you giving it to Nat? Why aren't you giving it to Nat? He's giving it to Nat. Yes, goal. So I got overexcited because if he'd have listened to me, it probably wouldn't have gone in. But I always felt that we had another goal in us, and I was just glad the lads didn't drop their heads. What would have been awful, and I have seen it, you're right, that you concede, 3/4 of the stadium empties, the lads, they then have their tails up, and they nick one, and you think, oh my God, we've gone from a position of strength to obviously a position of weakness. So the fact that they kept going and believed that they were going to score a goal was great. The only downside was when 9 minutes went up, that seemed like the little bit of sick in my throat. But apart from that, I go away really pleased. I know we've got a few issues, but it's a good group.
I'll ask you about those in a moment.
Yep.
But Louis Sibley, firstly, came in for Craven Side today, suspended. I know he's not naturally a left-back. I know he played there for you a little bit last season. How pleased were you with him?
Yeah, really pleased. In fairness, we had a few choices could play left-back, but we wanted Sibs because our intention was to go in a 3 in possession, get Sibs out wide. Our wide man could roll inside, then we could slip the ball, and we needed a left footer to do that more than, I've got, very good fullbacks, but we just wanted a natural left balance. And we got in really early on with that. So it did work a treat. We worked on it in training. So we played there, done well, then obviously changed position. And then in the end, because of Birdie, he went inside, and he showed some really good moments today. I was really pleased with him, as I was with many. I think one of my coaches said to me during the game, look, if you're in the trenches, you definitely want Curtis Nelson beside you. And I thought him and Cash were excellent against a really good strike force. So there were some really pleasing performances.
Corey Smith, Max Bird both had to come off. How are
they? Well, Corey had to come off. He got a bit of a bang to his knee. As with all injuries, like the first few seconds, you're thinking, oh, no, I'm in trouble. By the time he walked around, he felt okay. However, it's how he reacts. When he wakes up tomorrow, we'll see how he is. Birdie took a sort of hit to the head. I don't think it's an elbow or something, but he headed it or something. I can't remember exactly what the physio said to me in the heat of the game, John, but he just said he felt a bit blurry on this right eye, so his vision weren't great. So hence why he missed the one-on-one. Obviously, his vision had gone, so not Birdie's fault. Obviously we had to take him off as well and shuffle the pack, and the lad's done enough to win a game.
You're into the top 6. I know it's only November, but how important is it to be back in the top 6 now?
Yeah, obviously it's not. You want to be as high as you can, obviously, and you want to be in the top 6, and then you need to push your way up the top 6. So, because I'm telling you something you already know, we're not going to go and win every single game from now to the end of the season. So, you're going to have performances where you're not at your best, or the opposition are very good, and you don't want a bad result to drop you out. So you just need to keep pushing forward. So getting in the top 6 is essential. I think our performances on the whole have been good enough to be in the top 6, but maybe not consistent enough through the 90-odd minutes. So that's something that we need to improve on, because at our best today we were outstanding, and then our lesser good play is probably a nice way to put it, needs addressing, as it always does. But I've seen the results, I've seen teams beat teams, and that's literally League One in a nutshell. So it's good to get a win at home. Appreciate all the fans staying with the team, and it felt like it was rocking a bit at the end.